process. I already have one kind of sketched off here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use this, but I've done this at 2 inches by 7 inches, which is the size of my column. I've got a pencil, and I've kind of marked, because I'm going to do this one in a portrait format. This one is laid out in a landscape. So there it is. I am Yahweh Lord. And so I'm going to do a second one. And I don't want my letters to be the whole width of this thing. So I'm going to kind of narrow this down. And I'm just doing this by hand, just like if I was doing it at church or in my Bible, just as I'm going. And so we're doing Yahweh. Put the H and an A and a Y. And I'm kind of liking what I see even beginning to evolve. That connects, that connects, that connects. W, well, let me go ahead and connect that. We'll make that just a little bit wider. And I'm going to go ahead and connect this and connect the H. And I think that's what I'm going to go with. I'm a little off on my halfway mark, so let me get this a little bit more straightened up. So I'm going to bring this. This is going to be kind of a really different look. I'll widen that out there. And it doesn't have to be just exactly so. And this is going to be my A. And this will be my, I'll put a little stopper right there. This will be my H. Now, one of the things I could do, let's see, do I want this heavy on this side? Yes, I do. And I'll leave this narrow on this side. So on that, I want to come up here. And so this line continues narrow, narrow, narrow. And let's do this narrow. So this one's going to be wide. And I'm just kind of making this up as I go along. Let me widen this out just a little bit because that's a little bit skinny there. And I'll leave both of those skinny. And then my E is going to come across. We'll make that wide. These will be skinny. Let's bring it back in where it's the width of the stuff. There we go. Put a little thing there. And an H. Now, the name Yahweh, they didn't say Yahweh. This was the silent name of God. And I see this is wider up here than down here. So let me kind of make that where it matches that one. Don't have to. Okay. All right. Let me put a little thing across here. And I'll do a little bit of an adjustment. I'm just kind of doing this so that you can kind of get the idea. And probably actually to make this more of a Y, let's shorten this and shorten this. There we go. And so that would be kind of the end of that one there. All right. And so Yahweh is Lord, all capitals, and I am. And so what I am going to do is I'm going to turn this sideways, and I'm going to do an I am, Lord. And in the scriptures, it's really neat because what it does is it says there's a they're all capitals, but there's a larger L, and then all capital O-R-D. All right, so I think I really kind of like the way this looks. This is, since this is not in my Bible, but so that I can see through my Bible page to do this, I'm going to come back over this with a Sharpie because this is not my permanent one. This is a permanent marker. This will bleed through the Bible page. And I'm going to just, and my surface underneath is rough. That's bad. So let me go get me a piece of paper that's to separate my letters. What I've done is I've, on the Y, I've made a little design, just some hash and some circles, some little triangles, a straight line down the H. I guess it would help if I cross the H here. And this is almost like peppermint stripes, just two hashes, two little diagonal lines. And then on the E, I've got half circles. And on the H, I've just got some squiggles. And that's probably where I'm going to stop with that. And I am, whenever I go back and finish this, I'm going to go ahead and separate the I from the am. And I'll repeat that over on this side. But I'll come back in after a while and show you the finished thing. And then I'll give you a copy to download. Okay, I've got to show you this. I thought this was so cool whenever I was doing off the name Yeshua for our Bible journal, that Yeshua is Savior. And as I was drawing it off, I'm like, yes, yes, yes to your will, yes to your way, yes to your lordship, yes to being my Savior. Just say yes.